Sure.
Yeah, any circle on the deck. There's plenty of them.
Should be here till about midnight tonight, I think.
Regular blue will stay here, all blue, and any other color goes off stage. Come in.
My job as head rigger, I'm responsible for everything that flies over their heads. We hang about 80,000 pounds, and most of it's over the band. But the responsibility is that it's got to stay up. It's got to stay safe. People's lives are really at stake if there's any kind of error that goes on. If anybody makes a mistake either on the install or during the show or on the out. And my responsibility is really making sure that everyone is safe while we're doing our jobs.
The lights that are over the stage are pretty much the same day after day. The only thing that really changes is the position of some of the front of house lights, as opposed to an arena show where we really have a lot of control over the environment, and that's almost exactly the same every day.
Stadiums are unusual and they're all different because the shape is, I mean, you get into arenas, you can kind of cookie cutter them a little bit, you know, as far as the general parameters, because they're generally the same. But these places, the overhangs are always different. Here we've got a pretty good-sized glass wall above home plate, asymmetrical seating, things like that. So it's just, you got to roll with it each day, come in and make your best determination in the amount of time you have as to how to best cope with this.
It's one of the heavier shows.
There we go. Lovely.
In terms of the design of the show, the design of the lighting, it's fairly simple in nature, but it's still very heavy.
We've got one console, and this operates all the moving lights and color changers and so forth. All the special effects emanate from this console. And then this console is a manual console which brings up certain lights that can just be run on a more spontaneous basis.
My mom always wanted me to mount to something. She never thought I would be a roadie.
Then we've got 9 follow spots on stage, 6 right out front to capture each of the front people in the band, 3 spots coming from the back that are mounted on the rear lighting truss, and then we've got an additional 6 follow spots out front that cover Bruce and the band when they come down onto those runways that extend all the way in front of the stage.
1, 2, 2. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm fine with the main one. It seems solid as a rock from what you were doing. The console, I can actually reach from end to end on it, which has been some years since I've been able to say that about a soundboard. And with that, I can manage upwards of over 100 inputs if I need to.
I have 30 instruments.
30 instruments to tune.
Nils has, I think, in order of 25 to 30 guitars out here that he's switching all the time. We still always use the same inputs for his electric, but he's changing things off. I mean, he's got a number of inputs just for him.
This thing's older than I am.
Bruce has, I think, 6 or 7 inputs for guitars, for whether it be acoustics, electrics, that sort of thing. Steve Van Zandt, the same applies there. So you end up with 12 to 14 inputs just on the guitars. Bruce's wife, Patty, has an electric and an acoustic input. The violin player has a violin input. You've got between 6 inputs coming from each keyboard player. The drums are all individually mic'd. Cymbals are individually mic'd. There's a lot of, at the time you start stacking everything up, it ends up being a lot.
It looks like chaos, but there's a great deal of order to it.